What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Stryderprime bringing you another edition of Gundam Customs. And today, you guys already guessed it, I'll be building the 1/60th scale perfect grade Gundam Exia Celestial Being Mobile Suit GN001 from the 00 Gundam animated series. It's an amazing looking kit to see and to behold, and I know a lot of people, a hell of a lot of people, were excited when this was announced, including one in particular, which we will talk about soon enough. And it was released in December of 2017. I picked this up at Gundam Planet. Thank you, Gundam Planet, for holding one for me. And what you see here is the box art for the regular Gundam Exia, not the LED version. This kit cost me somewhere around $180, maybe less than that, but about $180 with tax and all that stuff. I technically was not prepared to pay an extra $150 for the custom LED light set that would turn the Gundam Exia into the lighting effects, both in the eyes, and the chest, and the arms, legs, all over the place, and the ability to turn into different colors. Well, actually there were two forms of color, so. Now, this is going to be a big kit to build. A lot of work. And it's going to be, I'm going to build it for the Mosquitocon 2017, so it'll be my first entry that I will, one of many that I will make. And I have to admit, now looking into this kit, I feel a little hesitant to build it because of what I found out. Now, the reason why I didn't buy the LEDs is because it's too much money. But I also didn't buy it because I'm hoping that down the road, a third-party company will create a cheaper version of the LED lights where I can put it in this kit. But doing research and speaking to people who've already built this kit, turns out that it's more difficult to remove the armor. This is what they say. This is what I've been told. That it's more difficult to remove the armor and putting the LED lights inside the inner frame, because I heard that as a large majority of the work, you build the inner frame first. And then once you build the inner frame, then you put the armor parts over it. This is not LED lights where you can put them on and then the armor parts goes over it. It has to go within the inner frame itself. In all due fairness, it's kind of like the, if I remember, the Unicorn Gundam Perfect Grade had the same setup. But with the Unicorn, you had the ability to remove it because you had the set that you could buy separate. It was not included. So you could buy the Unicorn and then buy the set. This one, you had two kits. One kit without and one kit within. If you're without, you're SOL because, Bandai has not released LED lights separate for you to purchase. Maybe they will down the road, and you can pick it up. But for me, I couldn't afford it, and I want to build it. I really want to build it. I know a lot of people want to build this kit as well when they first see it. So yes, that is my intention, to build this kit, and of course to do other things based on the title of the video that you see here. We'll talk about that in a moment. It's a big box, of course, same size as all the other perfect grade kits. Here's, of course, what the kit looks like already fully built. It has this cool little action pose. You'll get the base stand, that's a definite, because you definitely have to do it for this guy. And then, of course, you have the gimmicks. Oh, cool. Everything's all in English, so you don't have to worry about translating. You have the gimmicks and details. You have the armaments. You get the shield. You get all 7 swords. So you have the 2 beam daggers, the two beam swords, the GN blades, the short one and the long one, and then the GN sword itself. You have the GN drive and the gimmick where there's a little thing popping it out, I guess for maintenance. And even though you have manipulator hands to maneuver, you do have parts forming hands for different poses and features. That's not bad. Plus it has hatches where you can open and close, kind of reminiscent to the original 1/60 scale RX-78-2 Gundam, which I was actually thinking of getting one day. Now, it says here you get silver stickers, and I remember Prime telling me what to do with them, so we'll get to that point soon enough. I don't see no decals. I didn't ask her if this came with decals. Obviously when we'll pop this open, we'll look at it, but if that's the case, maybe it's down the road, we'll be hearing some third-party company or somebody doing decals specifically for this 1/60th scale. Yeah, and for those of you who don't, again, the price range on this is 18,000 yen for this kit. Yeah, this one, this is a really nice kit. This really looks good. I can't wait to start working on it. So let me adjust this, let me adjust the camera so we can look at the, see if I can open this kit up at first shot. Unfortunately, I tried to open this box up in a way where at least my camera can catch it, but I guess not, so I had to pull the box away to the side so I can remove the contents, and at least I can do this. So here are all the parts that's required to build the Exia. Whoa, that's a lot of parts. And a lot of bags here too. I think I'm going to do the same thing like I did years ago when I worked on the unicorns. So we're going to begin separating the parts by, by the trees, and then I'll put it on the table. Hopefully this thing doesn't fall. I guess we'll begin with this plate. So we have the A2 plate, which is blue. A nice shade of blue, light blue there, red parts here, yellow, but this is more like a darker yellow, like a mustard color. And then we have E2. We have if I'm not mistaken, this is a two-tone color, so we have like an off-white color there. We have the WD, which represents the swords, I believe. Looks like it. The E1 and A1, again the other plate for the A, so there's two versions of this. And then we have, so it's the same thing, so that's pretty much the same bag. Alright. And we have this C plate, clear, a lot of the clear parts. This is not actually considered clear, it's more like a frost clear. That's actually really nice to see that. And then we have this one, which is the WC and R1. WC, I see some parts that probably represents the shield and others, and the GN. I think that's the shield part, but I think that's for the GN blade, and that one too. And I see the red parts, which I'm sorry, the pink clear parts for the beam sabers. Next up, we have the F plate, which is all white parts. V fin, chest area. That's the head. Okay, that's the head. That's big. Wow. And then we have a charcoal plate, number N. First set of parts forming parts there. Like the open hand, close hands, fist. Inner frame armor right there. Next up we have the WA plate, which is the blade right there, the GM blade, the inside of the shield. The beam weaponry setup right there. And we have the S1, which is pretty much the plot. I'm assuming this is plot plate. Oh, not plot plate, excuse me. Polycaps. because I do see this roll. I don't know if it's actually going to be rubber or it's going to be the same plate, same steering sheet. Because you do see that, and every now and then there are Gundam kits that doesn't use the piece that the part that I'm right now drawing blanks at this moment. So excuse me. Sorry, I'm recovering from a cold. All right, so we got the O plate, all white parts here. Parts of the thigh armor, legs. This is a repeat, so you have both two the same. We have Cessna FCA right there, the only white part there, but the rest is green for detail. And a lighter charcoal part right there. All the charcoal parts for the inner frame. There's two there. There's two there. More neon green for the chest and the arms. And I'd like to see that's the same white parts there for the blades and the shield, I guess. Circle parts, letter M. That was WE1. This is letter M for two of them. Another set of white parts. There's the beam saber blades, armor parts for the arms, hands, and it repeats itself. I'm also seeing this little part here, the little plastic, I would say, parts that's on the shoulder, which of course the lights reflect through. So that's half a box, by the way. The other half, we have more clear parts. I believe that's the parts for the GN drive. Parts for the blades. We have the blue parts for the backpack. And there's of course saying there again. This is plate number, H. While ABS is the parts for the, I believe, the GN drives. Parts K, you see some joints. ABS again, no K, sorry. So wait, I said ABS for this one, but in reality that's parts G. So these are both K, they're both the same. For shoulder armor, or maybe leg armor. Parts P2, and doesn't say what part number is this. Oh, WB2. Can't tell what they are, but I guess this could be the parts of the legs itself, the inner frame. Whoops. Put that there. This has to be leg parts. And judging that that's the actual inner frame of the chest. Here are the leg parts. No, because you see the joints right there. Oh yeah, that has to be leg. No, that's actually shield. What am I talking about? Inner frame of the shield. Alright. And I believe this is the parts for what? For the stand. Ooh, that's actually a really good detail for the stand. Wow, that's amazing work. And I believe the last part is the stand itself. Pretty big. Holy shit. That's a lot of parts. The last thing I'm pulling out, which I want to readjust the box a bit so that way I can put everything back. Get over here. The massive manual, And this just slid off right now. The decals. Is it? Yeah, they're stickers. Shit. Alright, so let's put this to this. Let's put that over here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's count it off. So I gotta put this back in order. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 tree, yes, 41 trees containing who knows how many parts this kit has. Plus the sticker sheet, plus the manual. That's a lot of work. I'm going to be very, very busy. Let's review the manual.